In this energy clearing session, we are going to be clearing energetic blocks around addiction, so stay tuned. Hi, it's Robin from Vibration Elevation, and today's stone is amethyst. And we've done this stone before because it's a really good all-around stone, but it's also used for addictions. So they're very inexpensive stones. You can find them. They actually have them in jewelry as well. So you can find polished or tumbled stones. Any sort of stone would be a good idea to carry with you if you are working with any sort of addiction. And what this stone is about, it's releasing the underlying blocks. So when you have an addiction around something, there can also be triggers and associations, old memories, traumas. So whatever these are, when you begin to address these separately, you can start kind of chipping away at the addiction from a different viewpoint, right? So somebody working with addiction issues wants to work on many different levels. So you want to work in any way that takes you forward, right? That helps in any way. Like there's no limit to the different types of modalities that you can try. And some work for some people, some work for other people. In my opinion, in my world, energy clearing is one of the best because you target some of the underlying beliefs and feelings and decisions that no longer serve you, but that are still in your energetic field. So today we're going to work on some of those underlying patterns. Now, if you know what some of these are, which if you have an addiction, and it can be to anything, it can be to alcohol, it can be to any sort of pharmaceutical, it could be to food, whatever your addiction is, sorry, I said that too fast, hold that in mind. Like hold a pattern or hold an old trigger. Pick one thing that you know is in your field, whether it's like, okay, every time I hang out with this person, I want to do this, right? Or every time I go to the movies, I want to down a whole bag of M&Ms, like whatever it is. And hold that in mind as we do the clearing. And another thing you can do is, before we do this, ask yourself, on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 has no charge. 10 is over the top, right? It's like so strong. It's undeniable. And ask yourself, this particular belief or trigger or whatever it is, how strong is it? And then at the end, we'll ask again. Okay, so that's just kind of a good reference so you can see a before and after, because there often is a very dramatic shift, but if you don't have some way to quantify it, you will miss it. Doesn't mean it didn't take effect, and it does not mean it's not going to work or it's not going to shift your life. It just means when you clear on the subconscious level, really at this deep level or the energetic level, you may not even realize what you cleared. So when you have the number before and then you check it with the number after, that will give you a better sense of what cleared or what didn't, right? Like whatever, you have some way to quantify it. So anyway, hold this belief in mind or this pattern, trigger, whatever it is, and let's do the clearing. Now you're gonna hear the chimes. That means I'm doing clearing work behind the chimes. You don't have to help me. You can just sit and relax and listen. You can close your eyes, unless you're driving, of course. You can just let the clearing do the work for you. Okay? So here we go. Okay, so that's all done. Now it went a little over. I know this was a little bit of a longer one, and you can listen to this as many times as you like. So right now, ask yourself, again, on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being no charge, 10 being, a very, very, like the highest charge you could have, around whatever belief or whatever energy you were holding in mind, whether it was a fear or a judgment, whatever it was. Ask yourself, how is it now? And see if there was a change. And if there was, please post down below and let me know. All right, let me know how it went for you. If you cleared it, let's say from a 9 to a 4, you want to ask yourself, did it shift? Because sometimes it will change just a little bit. So if it's like, I'm so embarrassed of, whatever this is, it may shift to, I'm so disappointed. It can be slight. And if that's the case, ask yourself again, like change the wording and say, okay, now on a scale of 0 to 10, how strong is I'm so disappointed? And go back, listen again. And then when you're done, check on both of them, because sometimes these beliefs and patterns get intertwined with each other. And so to get one really cleared, you may have to clear an associated one. Okay? And you can do that by listening again with the other statement or belief, energetic signature in mind. Okay, so I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up. And like I said, give me a comment as to whether it shifted for you. Okay, and I guess that's it. So thanks again, and I will see you in the next one.